This is James Rittenhouse, founder and owner of Retire with James, and today's video is called 10 Habits of Successful People. I want to start with a few questions for you to keep in the back of your head as we go through the 10 habits. Firstly, who do you consider to be successful? Next, what qualities about them do you admire? And last, do you consider yourself to be successful? As we go through these 10 habits, I want you to think about these three questions and see how many of these traits you can identify within yourself and within others whom you consider to be successful. Habit number 1, decisive. Every decision that you make will affect your success in life. Your decisions should be a direct reflection of what you value and what you believe in. At times, it may not be clear as to which path is the right path to take when there are so many viable options. It's helpful to keep in mind that success is not a hit or miss. It often takes many failures and frustrations before you finally reach your goal. As a general rule of thumb, if you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life, and it starts with changing your decisions. Albert Einstein famously said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Don't let this be you. Habit number 2, responsible. Being responsible means taking control over what's happening in your life. Even if there's a million and one things going on around you, you still have the ability to choose how you respond. And in the midst of all the chaos around us, we're each given two choices. We can either react and become a slave to our emotions, or we can use our personal power and choose the best response to fit the situation. Which one will you choose? Habit number 3, focused. Without focus, our attention will wander from one thing to the next, without ever committing to anything. You become the jack of all trades and the master of none. On the other hand, if you commit yourself to one thing, you'll be able to tap into a source of energy that both gods and man will stand in awe of. For Michael Jordan, it was basketball, and he has 6 rings to prove it. For J.K. Rowling, it was writing, and today she has sold over 400 million books in 73 languages. For Thomas Edison, it was inventing, and during his lifetime, he held a whopping 1,093 patents. Habit number 4, waking up early. Back when I was a senior in high school, my first class started at 7:10 in the morning. The bus ride was about an hour and change, so I'll be up at 5:30, 5 days a week. These days I don't wake up quite that early, but I've always believed in the importance of being a morning person and not letting the grass grow underneath your feet. Jim Imlet, CEO of General Electric, wakes up at 5:30 in the morning every day to do his cardio workout. Richard Branson, founder and chairman of Virgin Group, wakes up around 5:45 every morning. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, is known for getting up at 4:30 in the morning and sending company emails. And the list goes on and on. Habit number 5, avoid distractions. In this day and age, it seems like there's a million distractions that are vying for our attention. And almost everything is fair game. From the clothes that we wear, to the shows that we watch, even down to the restaurants that we go to. We might think that we're in control. Meanwhile, we fail to see the invisible strings that pull us. And it takes more than just having willpower to resist. There has to be something within you that rises above any and all distractions. If you do find yourself getting distracted a lot, it may be that your current goal of focus isn't compelling enough to keep you on target. If you haven't already, take some time to think about what you're going after. Write down what you want and make it compelling. When you read it, you should have a clear picture of what you want that motivates you and keeps you on track. Habit number 6, patience. In the age of fast food restaurants, TV dinners, and high-speed internet, it can still seem like nothing happens fast enough. We set a goal one day, and we want to hit it by next week. We set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, and we wonder why we're so disappointed in the end. To become successful, you have to practice patience. If you do your things hurriedly, chances are you won't do them the right way, and you'll have to go back and do double the work. Habit number 7, listen more, speak less. You can't learn anything new if you're constantly talking. That's the surest way to get stuck in your ways. Successful people know that there's always more to learn. and they spend a lot of their time in learning from people who have what they want. If you've been doing more talking than listening recently, then I challenge you for the next 30 days to shift your focus to listening more and speaking less. There's valuable information you could be learning if you spent more time listening to others. Habit number 8, respectful. Successful people show everyone respect, whether it's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or the janitor. Even if you don't like someone for one reason or another, they still deserve respect as a human being. To conclude, if you want respect, then you need to show respect. Habit number 9, act before you're ready. This is a tough one for a lot of people, especially those who suffer from perfectionism. To be clear, acting before we're ready is not the same as acting sporadically. Some level of preparation is necessary. But once things are good enough, it's time to take massive action. Habit number 10, manage yourself well. Successful people know that time management is a myth. There isn't a person alive that can manage time. However, we can all learn to manage ourselves. When you learn to manage yourself, you get more done in less time. When you don't manage yourself, it seems like there's never enough time to do anything. In conclusion, by applying the 10 habits of successful people, you're almost guaranteed to become a success yourself. Before you go, I have one more thing I'd like to give you. In my ebook titled The Successful Mindset, we dive deep into how to program yourself for success, even if you've had a failure mindset for most of your life. If you're on mobile, you can click the button on the upper right hand corner, or you can click the link in the description to get instant access. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's as simple as clicking the logo on the screen. Also, check out my other videos as well. Until next time, this is James Rittenhouse from Retire with James, signing off.